It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And we'll get to see the Eagles' sure-handed wide receiver. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Ravens just ahead on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going, find that rhythm.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Second down carry for Algier. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Setting up a throw. He's got Watson. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now from the gun. Complete. It's Ingram. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, you're making your coordinator a little bit nervous, man. When you take a sack down in this area of the field, you are playing with absolute fire. And you know what else? kind of light a fuse on that other side and that defense, too.
Fourth down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Taking a yard shy of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens with their offense back out there as Tyler Algier returns to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning him from the slot right. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Slot receiver headed left. 2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. On the option, it's Algier. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Reed will go in motion right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's 1st downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play into systems like this, to just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Baltimore running its offense out now. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. Here's Algier on first down. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Takes off right out of the read option. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They send the tight end in motion left. From the 19. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing from the gun here. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Ravens go up 10-zip here in the first. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Back to pass on 1st and 10. This is hauled in by Ingram. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He's going to throw this one. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Throwing it again here. Hits his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
It's cut right side by Watson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. From the 20 on 2nd down. Has it at the 7. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. It is caught left side. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They're throwing it. On the move, headed run. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Play action on 1st down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Could make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll throw it. Completed here to Algier. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, ETN gets it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to the air here. That's taken in by ETN. Has some room to work. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 16-point ball game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. They send a man in motion. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it up to the 44. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Eagles with 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Pass play coming here. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They'll throw it again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Throwing from the gun. ETN on the catch. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Out of bounds at the
from the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Here's an option right side on third down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. They'll throw to begin this drive. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. He's back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. Back to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Ravens watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. He's dropping back to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing it again here. On target to Waddle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Simple dive up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who's shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch you vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. 2nd and 3 now. From the 28. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still sticking with the passing game. Complete. It's Ingram. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Trying to run in, Algier. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Algier will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Running for it. Here's Algier. And he's brought down for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Cut out left. And this one does not go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. They look to throw. He's got a man left. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They send him left out of the slot. He'll throw it yet again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They go play action on first. Dump off caught by his back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Escapes the pocket. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Looking for a throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Into traffic. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They motion Waddle over left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And we get a timeout. There's an injured player out there, and it's not somebody this offense wants to lose. Jalen Waddle, the man shaken up. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They'll come up 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Escapes a defender. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
There'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, but your kicker gets some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. They'll throw on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff to Algier. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
From the gun on 3rd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They motion the tight end over. To throw here on 1st down. That throw finds Algier. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, man, their respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
He completes it in traffic. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff for Algier. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Dumps it off to his running back. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
They give to Algier from the gun. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Dropping back to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. Only a 20-yarder here. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motion man sent left. To throw it on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
He tucks it and takes off. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got Watson. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Eagles got to score in a hurry. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 28. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the first down grab and still going. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They've got a man in motion. He'll throw it yet again. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock it.
And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Amazing concentration. That deep ball was tipped, but he still caught it. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but got to recover this kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Etienne on first down. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. 30. 10. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for... And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win.